So our capabilities here at the manufacturing demonstration facility go all the way from design and simulation, so we can think about new designs and new processes, and then we can actually implement them on the equipment here. The floor here has all sorts of equipment from Medusa, which you see behind us, which is a 3-robot arm metal additive system that uses a wire arc printing approach to put the metal down, all the way to large machine tools that will actually machine away some of that metal. And we'll look at metals, we'll look at polymers, plastics, and so forth. And then we have a complete characterization suite that allows us to measure the geometry of the part, as well as to do tomography or X-ray that we really look inside the part. So as you're looking at a printed turbine blade, where we might have cooling channels on it, we can actually take a look at the cooling channels, even though you can't see them. We can look through the part, see what that geometry looks like. And the key thing here is that on our floor is we can bring in new systems, get them up and running rapidly with our partners, and to be able to test them out and to extend their capabilities. And we can do this in a very secure fashion. So another key thing here is that we can bring our systems on in a very cyber secure manner, such that we understand that it's not only we're making a good part, but we're ensuring the integrity of both the process as well as the product, keeping it safe for the US manufacturing supply chain. So our real challenge here is to help US manufacturing ecosystem basically innovate faster than the competition can copy. And what that really means is we've got to be able to take in new concepts, new ideas, new processes, new designs, and implement them rapidly, but not just in a one-off fashion, but in a scaled-up fashion so we can go to production. We work closely with our partners to take these new ideas, help them scale up. Our expertise here combines with the expertise of our industry partners to really move these technologies forward. And so we work very closely with them to identify key technologies for the US manufacturing base, and then to take those technologies and scale them up. This is not only for the big companies, the OEMs, or the prime contractors, but it's also for all of the companies, for the entire ecosystem. So we're working closely even with the small mom and pop shop that really make up the backbone of the US manufacturing supply chain. And so it's important that not only the big companies who have lots of engineering talent and skills, that they have this capability, but we have to make sure that it works all the way down, even to our smallest of our shops, who are our partners, to help move it forward. So everybody moves forward on our digital platform. So of course the draw here is not just that we have some of the world's greatest scientists and engineers working together, but it's partnering up with our industry partners. And they come in here and they bring their new capabilities and work with us to help them scale it up. And we're not just talking about building a new system. So for example, the one you see behind us, which was designed in conjunction with companies like Lincoln Electric and Wolf Robotics, but also a lot of the machine tool companies. We have a number of companies such as Mazak and Okuma, we have Haas Machines, so we're really working with a large base. And it's not just the hardware, so we work with, as I mentioned before, the design companies. So how do you do a design tool? It's one thing to program a machine tool, but it's another thing to program this 3-robot system over here to build additive parts. And so one of the things we do is we work with the design tool companies, companies like Autodesk, to really design software for next generation capabilities in manufacturing, allowing us to go from design to part to product very quickly, but then also working with companies, for example, with Zeiss, who are doing a lot of work in metrology, and where we're doing, that's the science of measurement, where we can measure the geometry of the part, understand what we have, and then feed it back to our production system so that we can actually correct for any type of errors that we see. And in fact, using artificial intelligence, we're so agile that not only are we correcting a part after it's been made, we make the second part correct, but now we can actually monitor what's going on during the production of that first part and make it right the first time. So when it comes out, that part is born qualified. It is a good part.